afternoon everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to present before you a snack recipe. Something you can have anytime you feel like having something crunchy. And I'm trying to make it with ingredients which all of us love. I would in the beginning like to thank Papori Barooah who gave me some cilantro that's growing in her house today these days, and therefore I thought of dedicating this recipe to her because I'm going to use the cilantro in place of the coriander that we normally use. Now if you look at it, the coriander and the cilantro seems almost similar because the coriander seems like a smaller version of the cilantro. Now we are talking about using cilantro in place of coriander. I guess it'll almost taste similar. But in Spanish, I just had looked into whatever is the difference between the cilantro and the coriander. Cilantro seems to be the Spanish name for coriander in North America. Okay, now I would like to present before you the recipe, and that recipe we call it Dutch cheese rolls. And we are making it with ingredients which all of us love. Like here, I have taken here 3 big sized eggs which I've hard boiled. I will need here around 1 big onion which I've chopped into small tiny pieces there. 2 medium sized potatoes which I have boiled with a little bit of salt and water, and of course 4 big tablespoons of mozzarella cheese which I have grinded there. Of course you can always opt out of mozzarella and go in for any type of cheese that you have in your place. Anything will work wonders, but I have a special fascination for mozzarella because of the threads it gives out. Right. Okay, I'll also be using some mixed herbs that you get in the stores nowadays. You can avoid it if you do not have it at home. And of course some chilies also. The first things what I'm going to do is that I am going to really mash up my potatoes. So these potatoes were boiled and now I'm going to mash it up. I love doing this particular, the entire process. It comes out so beautiful there and I enjoy this. Since I got this from that time, I'm only using this for all my, all my needs I'm talking about smashing my potatoes that way. So now the potatoes are very nicely smashed there and we have mashed potatoes there. Now let me try out with the eggs also. Let's see if it works with the eggs. I just broke the egg there. I'm just trying to push it down there and it comes out beautifully. The eggs too mashed up, So it looks good, right? See how beautiful it looks with the smasher there. So I'll repeat the process with the other eggs. I'll just break it in case it doesn't work. Okay, and then I mash it again. I can go on and on and on with this process. It looks so yummy because of all beautifully done up, So this way I'm going to repeat for all the eggs that I have. So with these two together, let me now roll up my sleeves a bit and use my hands to mash them into those beautiful Dutch cheese rolls. Here goes in the onion, and then we have the cheese. This is the cheese that's going in. Yes. Okay. And here we have the chili. And of course, I think I have to put in the cilantro that Papori Barooah gave it to me. So here goes in the cilantro also. So that way I'm going to, it has a strong flavor. In fact, the scent feels good. Let me just put some of it. So now let me mash them all together with using my hands and giving it a nice mix. Now one thing that's missing here is the salt there, which I need to put in. But of course I need to remember that the salt was there when I had boiled the potatoes. I have also salt in the mozzarella cheese there. So I think I need to taste it a bit. Yes, I think it's all cooked up. And I need to taste it a bit and check for the salt. Yeah, I need to put in a lot of salt, I guess. So we'll just drop in salt there. As I told you, the salt less or the salt, more is really going to harm the dish. Now, this particular recipe can be worked out when there are guests at home. You want to serve something that's fancy and yet you don't have many ingredients at home. I guess everyone will have, every egg lover will have eggs at home. Everyone who has kids at home will have cheese. And of course, the other ingredients are all available at home. So let me now roll them up into, sort of rolls there. Right. These are the rolls that I'm rolling up there. Yes. So these rolls, once done up, I need something else that will give the crunch to my rolls. The first thing I need to do is that roll all of them up into any shape that you like. This time I've decided to make it this shape and then finish the entire thing making it up. While I'm doing that, I've already put the karai on flame and it's heating up with some vegetable oil, say around 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. So these are the number of rolls that I have now. I've taken 1 egg, just whisk it a bit. And for the crunch, I love using cornflakes. When you don't have breadcrumbs at home, you can opt for this. If you love breadcrumbs, go for that. So I have already heated my karai with 3 big tablespoons of vegetable oil. Olive oil is also fine. And normally when I'm talking about heating up any rolls or whatsoever, I do not take, the mustard oil, which is like, it has a strong flavor therefore. So I dip it here first. And then I dip it in the crunch there, coat it up with the crunch. And then I just fry it. And we have something ready. Dutch rolls ready to be fried. So I'm going to repeat the same thing with all other rolls there. And we'll have Dutch rolls ready. Now when you're talking about, cooking something for home and cooking not for any guest, we have many other options of, having these rolls, or let us say what we call in Assam and India, pakoras. So I'm going to tell you how we normally do it at home without so much of, so many ingredients, just 3 basic ingredients. So I just turned it around and you can see that we have this beautiful crunch, the golden crunch at the top, and everything else is, as you know, it's cooked up already. So we just want the crunch for the Dutch rolls, and I think we can just reduce the flame a bit. Now while that's cooking up, what I do at home, I think most of us do it in Assam at least. We have some say we take some potatoes, 2-3 potatoes, we just cook it up in water and salt, take them out, mash, break in around 3 eggs, then just mash them together, put some salt and some pepper and some soda, baking soda, and then we have dumplings in the, we put dumplings in the oil, and we'll have our pakoras ready. This is, I think, the Dutch version with all the cheese that's gone in. Normally we don't use cheese every day in our cuisine when we're talking about Assamese cuisine. So I think because it's the Dutch thing, they're just a modified version in a way. So in a way I can tell, I have this feeling, in fact everybody will have it, that when we're talking about food, the food somehow is linked with each other, all different types of food that we have. So just 2-3 minutes of frying and you'll have the Dutch rolls ready. These are your Dutch rolls. We'll repeat the same for all other rolls that we have. So these are my rolls ready, and I've just cooked 4 of them. So you have taken some tomato sauce and trying to mix in some mayo with that, and you have this beautiful mixture of tomatoes and mayo, tomato sauce, ketchup and mayo, which we can serve to be eaten. with that, right? So just try to check out whether it's looking good. Sprinkle a bit of the mixed herbs there just for the garnish. And so these are our Dutch cheesy rolls ready to be eaten there, and I have my mouth watering. Let's check out how it looks there. Just take one and try to break open, soft and nice, and see how cheesy they look. They're going to vanish in no minutes, I tell you. It's really going to be yum, and I would love to have your comments while trying to make it out. Do try it out. Such an easy recipe, and your kids going to love it, and you will love it too. So these are my Dutch cheese rolls for you. Do give a like, hit a like button, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Thank you so much for